In the tense skies over the Persian Gulf on a pivotal evening in 2026, amid escalating U.S. and Israeli operations against Iranian targets, a high-stakes aerial drama unfolded that underscored American technological edge. An elite Iranian fighter pilot, scrambling in his advanced Su-35, locked onto what appeared to be a vulnerable U.S. F-22 Raptor, lingering just beyond their borders. But as events escalated, this pursuit revealed a calculated U.S. strategy, turning a routine radar blip into a profound demonstration of air superiority and restraint. Deep in a control center in Bushehr, a vigilant radar technician spotted an anomaly during his nightly sweep. A faint, stealth-like signature, maintaining a steady orbit roughly 40 miles from Iranian territory. The profile matched the hallmarks of the world's premier air dominance fighter, the U.S. F-22. Alert levels surged as command verified the contact, noting its brief lapse in invisibility, almost as if inviting detection. This wasn't random. The F-22's legendary low observable design rarely falters without intent. Enter Major Reza Karimi, Iran's top aviator with extensive experience logging hundreds of hours in the cockpit. Renowned for his precision and confidence, he received the urgent call and dashed to his aircraft, heart pounding with the prospect of a historic engagement. Iran's Su-35 fleet, secured from Russia in 2025 through persistent diplomatic efforts, represented a significant upgrade. Equipped with the powerful Irbis-E radar, capable of spotting threats over 200 miles away and boasting exceptional maneuverability, these jets symbolized Tehran's push for regional deterrence. For Karimi, this was the moment to test that capability against the best. Igniting his afterburners, Karimi propelled the Su-35 skyward, shattering the sound barrier in pursuit. His systems quickly acquired the target, a clean lock at 40 miles, closing rapidly to 30, then 10. Every indicator glowed green, the targeting cues sharp and unwavering. Eager for confirmation, he pressed closer, anticipating a visual on the elusive American jet. But as the distance shrank to mere miles, the truth emerged from the dim horizon. Not a formidable F-22, but a modest, unmanned aerial vehicle, a loyal wingman drone modified with a simple radar reflector. This device cleverly amplified incoming signals to mimic a much larger threat, specifically echoing the Raptor's signature. For over 40 minutes it had loitered, drawing attention like a decoy in a well-orchestrated trap. The contrast couldn't be starker. This drone, valued at little more than a mid-range civilian vehicle, had lured out a $150 million Su-35, burning fuel and resources in a futile sprint across vast airspace. Karimi paused in stunned silence, absorbing the professional setback. He'd executed flawless maneuvers, pulling intense G-forces, only to confront an essentially harmless aerial prop. Radioing back to base with the confirmation, he initiated his return, a mix of frustration and relief washing over him. Suddenly, alarms blared in his cockpit. Radar warning receivers lit up with multiple threat indicators, all converging from directly overhead. His displays turned crimson, signaling an unbreakable lock. Karimi reacted instinctively, banking sharply left with maximum force, vision blurring at the edges from the strain. He deployed chaff, executed evasive rolls, and climbed vertically in a bid to shake the pursuit. Maneuvers honed through rigorous training, yet the lock persisted, unyielding. Unbeknownst to him, a genuine F-22 Raptor had been stationed at extreme altitude, around 15 miles up in the stratosphere, a feat few aircraft can achieve. This stealth marvel had monitored the entire sequence: Karimi's takeoff, the chase, and the moment of realization at the drone. With unmatched sensors and discipline, the U.S. pilot held fire, maintaining the lock as a deliberate choice, weighing the broader message. As Karimi exhausted his defenses, the tone abruptly ceased, not from his efforts, but because the F-22 released it intentionally. No missiles followed. Instead, a brief infrared flare ignited high above, visible for about 30 seconds before fading. This wasn't a countermeasure, but a clear communique. U.S. forces had anticipated every move, possessed overwhelming advantage, and opted for mercy. It signaled to Iran, "We control the skies. Reconsider your stance for the sake of stability." This incident, set against the backdrop of U.S.-led efforts to curb Iranian aggression, highlights the evolution of aerial warfare by 2026. Advances in AI-integrated drones, like those employed here, allow for cost-effective deception, drawing from U.S. innovations in unmanned systems that trace back to operations in the Gulf War, where American air power decisively neutralized threats with minimal risk. Such tactics not only preserve lives but reinforce alliances, as seen in strengthened U.S.-Israeli coordination, bolstering global security against destabilizing actors. For the U.S. military, this serves as a reminder of the value in measured responses, showcasing discipline that prevents unnecessary escalation while deterring adversaries. Looking ahead, with emerging tech like hypersonic integrations and enhanced stealth, these events underscore how U.S. investments in R&D maintain a strategic buffer, protecting economic interests and promoting peace in volatile regions like the Middle East. If you found this breakdown insightful, dive into our video on the Gulf War's air campaigns and their enduring impact on modern tactics. Stay vigilant and informed. Subscribe for more on U.S. defense innovations